You carried a child from the roadside and called him your son. Now see your life. No husband, no property, no respect. And one boy who does not even know where he came from. Ngozi, do not insult my child. Your child? Which child? Did you give birth to him?
Auntie, please stop.
Keep quiet. You are the reason this woman is suffering. Since she carried you, poverty has been following her like shadow. Enough. No, let me talk. Today, we are sharing my brother's land, and this boy will not collect anything. He is not Okafor blood.
Mama, let us leave.
No, I may be poor, but I will not allow them disgrace you like you are nothing. He is nothing here.
Mama, please.
If his real family wanted him, they would have looked for him. They threw him away like unwanted cloths.
Mama Azin raised her hand and pointed at Ngozi.
You can insult me, you can take the land, you can call me poor, but never say my son was unwanted. The family compound becomes quiet.
The family compound became quiet. Chidi stood beside the woman who had raised him for 20 years, and for the first time, he saw tears running down her face in front of everybody. He wanted to fight. He wanted to shout. But Mama Azin held his hand.
Come, my son. We are leaving. As they walked out of the compound, people whispered.
I always said it. That boy is not her blood. But she suffered for him like a real mother. Suffering does not change blood.
That day, Mama Azin lost the last piece of land her late husband left behind. But what they did not know was that the boy they were calling unwanted had a past bigger than all of them. The real secret was still hidden. And when that secret finally came out, the same people who mocked him would stand before palace guards with their mouths open. 20 years earlier, Mama Azin Okafor was not looking for a child. She was only trying to survive. Her husband, Nduka, had died after a short sickness. His family blamed her, pushed her aside, and took almost everything. They said she had no child for him, so she had no strong claim in the family. She cried for weeks, but tears did not buy food. So she started selling rice, beans, and plantain by the roadside near the road that connected her village to a Badaik kingdom. Every morning, she carried pots to her small wooden stand. Drivers stopped. Workers ate. Traders bought food on their way to the market. She was lonely, but she worked. One rainy evening, after selling almost nothing, Mama Azin was packing her things when she heard a baby crying. At first, she thought the sound came from one of the nearby houses. Then it came again, loud, sharp, afraid.
Who is there?
The rain was falling hard. She carried her lantern and walked toward the side of the road. There, near a broken basket and a wet wrapper, she saw a baby. A small baby boy. He was wrapped in expensive cloth, but mud had touched the edges. Around his neck was a small gold chain with a carved lion pendant. Mama Azin dropped her basket.
Who left this child here?
She looked around. No one answered. A car sped past without stopping. The baby cried harder. Mama Azin picked him up and held him against her chest.
My child, who did this to you?
She ran to the nearby church, where Pastor Caleb was closing the doors.
Pastor Caleb.
Ezine, what happened?
I found a baby by the roadside.
A baby?
In this rain, alone.
Come inside.
They dried the baby and wrapped him in clean cloth. Pastor Caleb suggested they report to the police the next morning because the road was dangerous at night. But all through that night, Mama Azin did not sleep. She sat beside the baby as he slept. Her heart had been empty for years. Now, something in her wanted to protect him with everything she had. The next morning, she reported the matter. For weeks, announcements were made. People asked questions. Nobody came forward. Some villagers told her to take the baby to an orphanage. Others warned her.
Ezine, do not carry another person's problem. You are poor already. You could not give my brother a child. Now you want to claim the one you picked from the gutter. He was not in the gutter. He was by the roadside. Same thing. A child without a family is trouble.
And that was how she became his mother. She named him Chidi, because she believed God had given him to her. Little did she know that one decision would change everything. In Obadiah Kingdom, Another woman was dying inside. Queen Ifoma had given birth to a son after years of waiting. The whole kingdom celebrated. The king danced. Drummers played for 3 days. The palace announced that the royal bloodline had been secured. The baby was named Prince Chidibera, but on the night of his naming ceremony, confusion entered the palace. The baby disappeared. A young nurse claimed she had taken him for cleaning, but she vanished before sunrise. Guards searched everywhere. The palace gates were locked. Servants were questioned. Villages were searched. Nothing. Queen Ifoma cried until she became weak.
Bring me my child.
We will find him.
He was in this palace. How can a baby disappear from a palace?
No one could answer. The king punished guards. He dismissed workers. He brought police. He brought chiefs. But the child was gone. The palace told the public that the baby had been kidnapped. But behind closed doors, some people whispered that someone inside the royal family had arranged it. Prince Arins, the king's nephew, was one of those who acted most heartbroken.
King, this is evil. Whoever did this must suffer. I will not rest until my son is found. We are with you, uncle.
But Prince Arins was not with him. He was afraid of that baby. Before Queen Ifoma gave birth, many people thought Arins might one day inherit the throne if the king had no son. But when the queen gave birth to a prince, Arins's dreams started dying. So he paid people to remove the child. He did not want the baby killed inside the palace. That would bring too much blood to the royal family. He only wanted the baby gone, far, lost, forgotten. But the truth was not dead. It was only growing up in Mama Azin's small house. Chidi grew into a good child. He was respectful, bright, and hardworking. He helped Mama Azin sell food by the roadside before going to school. He washed plates. He carried water. He swept their small compound. He never complained that they were poor. But people did not let him forget that Mama Azin found him. At school, children mocked him. Roadside baby. Your mother picked you like lost slippers. Chidi fought the first time. When Mama Azin was called to the school, she cried on the way home.
Chidi, fighting will not stop people from talking.
They insulted you.
Let them insult me.
No.
My son, listen to me. People who do not know your beginning cannot define your ending.
Mama Azin stopped walking. That question broke her every time.
I do not know.
Did they not want me?
Maybe they lost you. Maybe someone wicked took you. Maybe your mother cried for you. We do not know.
Do you think she is alive?
I pray she is.
If she comes one day, will you let her take me?
Mama Azin held him tight. Chidi held her hand.
You are my mother.
And you are my child.
Years passed. Chidi finished secondary school with good grades, but Mama Azin could not afford university immediately, so he helped her expand the food stand into a small roadside restaurant. People came from nearby towns to eat Mama Azin's rice and stew. Chidi treated customers well, and many loved him. Adiez, his childhood friend, often helped after school.
Chidi, you should go back to school.
With which money?
You are too smart to stop here.
I am not stopping. I am only delayed.
Delay can become permanent if you get too comfortable.
I have to help Mama.
I know. That is why I respect you.
But not everyone respected him. Auntie Ngozi still hated the way people praised Mama Azin for raising Chidi. To her, it was foolishness.
You are wasting your life on a child who may leave you tomorrow. Chidi will not leave me. Blood will call blood. Then love will answer.
When Mama Azin's late husband's family decided to share land, Auntie Ngozi made sure Mama Azin was humiliated publicly. That was the day she told everyone Chidi had no right to anything. After they were thrown out of the compound, Chidi became quiet. That night, he sat outside their small house.
My son, eat.
I am not hungry.
Do not let them enter your stomach.
Mama, she called me nothing.
You are not nothing, Chidi.
Then who am I?
Mama Azin brought out the only thing she had kept from the day she found him, the old expensive cloth, the gold chain with the lion pendant, and a small half-burnt paper that had been tucked inside the cloth. The rain had damaged it, but one word could still be seen: Obadiah. Chidi held the pendant.
Why didn't you ever tell me this? What is it?
Afraid of what?
Afraid that if we searched too hard, I would lose you. Afraid that if we found nothing, you would break again.
Mama.
Forgive me.
You should have told me.
Afraid that if we searched too hard, I would lose you. Afraid that if we found nothing, you would break again.
I know.
He looked at the pendant.
Obidike is a kingdom.
Yes.
This may be where I came from.
Maybe. Then we must find out.
Mama Azin became afraid.
Chidi, some secrets are dangerous.
So is not knowing who I am.
The next week, Chidi and Adeyes traveled to Obidike Kingdom for the royal festival. Mama Azin wanted to go, but she was sick from stress, so Chidi promised to return quickly. At the festival, the palace gates were crowded. Drummers played. Women danced. Chiefs sat under canopies. King Obina was old and weak, but he came out beside Queen Ifoma. Chidi wore the lion pendant under his shirt. He did not plan to cause trouble. He only wanted answers. But what they did not know was that someone had been watching. Nurse Bissy, older now and tired, had returned quietly to Obidike after many years. She was not the nurse who stole the baby, but she had worked in the palace clinic the night the prince disappeared. She had seen something that haunted her. She had seen Prince Arins arguing with the missing nurse behind the clinic. She had seen the baby wrapped in a cloth with a lion pendant. And when she saw Chidi near the palace gate, her heart nearly stopped. His face looked like King Obina when the king was young. Then Chidi's pendant slipped out. Nurse Beezy gasped.
Where did you get that?
Chidi turned.
What?
That necklace.
Where did you get that? Who are you?
Answer me, young man.
It was found with me as a baby.
Nurse Beezy became...
It is him.
Who?
Before she could answer, palace guards approached. Prince Arins had seen the commotion.
What is going on here?
Nurse Beezy froze.
Nothing.
Arins looked at Chidi. For a moment, his face changed. He saw the resemblance too. Then he saw the pendant.
That necklace. Remove it.
Why?
Because I said so.
Who are you to order him?
I am Prince Arinze of Obidike.
Then act like it.
The crowd murmured. Arins became angry.
Guards, take him!
For what?
For stealing royal property.
I stole nothing.
People gathered. Chief Namdi came forward.
That pendant belongs to the palace.
It was found with me when I was a baby.
Chief Namdi stared at the pendant. His face became serious.
Bring him inside.
Chief, there is no need.
Bring him to the council chambers immediately.
Inside the palace hall, Queen Ifoma saw Chidi and stopped walking. The room fell silent. King Obina sat forward.
Who is this boy?
Chidi suddenly felt small.
My name is Chidi Okafor,
Queen Ifoma moved closer. Chief
Okafor?
Your Majesty.
Who is your mother?
Mama Ezine Okafor. She raised me.
Raised you?
Namdi showed the pendant. Queen Ifoma cried out.
No.
King Obina stood with difficulty.
Where did you get this?
My mother found me by the roadside with it.
Queen Ifoma began to cry.
My baby had this on his neck.
Prince Arins shouted.
He tried to dismiss the undeniable truth. This is nonsense. Anyone can make a necklace.
Nurse Bissy stepped forward, shaking.
No, Your Highness. It is not nonsense.
Everyone turned.
Busy.
I should have spoken years ago.
Keep quiet.
I saw you that night.
The palace hall exploded with noise.
What did you see?
I saw him with Nurse Amaka behind the clinic. She carried the baby. He gave her money. I was afraid.
Lies.
I have lived with this fear for 20 years.
Queen Ifoma held her chest.
You took my child?
No!
Call the police and call the royal doctor.
You cannot do this to me because of a roadside boy.
Chidi stepped forward.
Do not call my mother's house roadside like it is shameful. That roadside saved what your palace lost.
Silence filled the hall. Queen Ifoma cried harder, but the palace still needed proof. The royal doctor ordered a DNA test. Until the result came, Chidi was not allowed to leave Obidike, but he refused to stay in the palace without Mama Azin.
If you want me here, my mother must be here.
I am your mother.
Chidi's voice softened.
Maybe by birth. But the woman who carried me through fever, hunger, school fees, insults, and poverty is also my mother.
Queen Ifoma cried quietly.
Then bring her.
When palace guards arrived at Mama Azin's small house with royal cars, the whole village came out. Madame Uju screamed first.
Palace guards are here.
Auntie Ngozi ran out.
What has that boy done now?
We came for Mama Ezine Okafor.
Chief Namdi stepped out. Mama Azin came out frightened.
What happened to my son?
Your son is safe. The palace requests your presence.
Palace? Which palace?
Madame Uju covered her mouth.
Hey, the roadside child has entered palace matter.
Mama Azin entered the car shaking. At the palace, Chidi ran to her.
My son, what is this?
They think I may be the missing prince.
Mama Azin almost fell.
Prince?
Queen Ifoma came forward with tears in her eyes. For a moment, the two mothers stood facing each other. One had given birth and lost him. One had found him and raised him. Mama Azin began crying. Queen Ifoma broke down.
I did not know he was yours. I swear before God, I did not know. Did you love him? With my whole life.
The Dana result returned 2 days later.
Then thank you.
The DNA result returned 2 days later. The palace hall was full. Chiefs, guards, elders, Queen Ifoma, King Obinna, Prince Arinze, Mama Azin, Chidi, Adaiz, and reporters stood waiting. The royal doctor opened the envelope.
The DNA result confirms that Chidi Okafor is the biological son of King Obinna and Queen Ifeoma.
Queen Ifeoma screamed and held Chidi.
My son.
King Obinna cried openly.
Chidiebere, my son has returned.
The hall erupted. Mama Azin stood aside, crying silently. Chidi pulled Queen Ifeoma gently and went to Mama Azin. He held her hand and brought her forward.
You are my mother, and I will stand by you.
Thank you, my son. Thank you.
Always. If you welcome me, you welcome her.
Some chiefs murmured. Prince Arens shouted from where guards held him.
She is nobody. A roadside food seller cannot stand beside royalty.
Chidi turned to him.
Roadside food seller, raise the prince you failed to destroy.
The room went silent. Queen Ifeoma stood beside Mama Azin.
From today, this woman is not to be insulted in this palace.
King Obinna raised his hand.
Mama Ezine Okafor will be honored as the woman who protected the royal heir. She gave him life after we lost him.
Auntie Ngozi and Madame Uju had followed the crowd to the palace gate and heard everything from outside. When the news spread, they pushed through with shock on their faces.
Ezine, my sister.
Mama Azin turned.
Ngozi, I knew this boy was special. Did I not always say it? You said he was trouble. It's palace trouble. It's palace trouble, not blessing.
Chidi looked at her. Auntie Ngozi smiled nervously.
My son. No, we can discuss.
No. Keep it. She does not need it anymore.
Mama Azin touched his arm.
Chidi.
Mama, let her keep the land. She used it to show us her heart.
Auntie Ngozi had nothing to say. Prince Arens was taken away after Nurse Baizi's statement, and the messages linked him to the missing nurse. Later, the police found records of payments made years ago. His plan, hidden for 20 years, finally collapsed in front of the whole kingdom. But the hardest part for Chidi was not the palace drama. It was learning how to belong to two mothers. Queen Ifeoma wanted to hold him every moment. Mama Izin tried to step back because she did not want to look selfish. One evening, Chidi found Mama Izin packing her small bag.
Where are you going?
My son, this is your home now.
And where is your home?
I will return to the village.
Without me?
You have found your real family.
You are my real family.
Chidi.
No, you did not borrow me for 20 years. You raised me. You suffered for me. You fought for me. You stayed when nobody. If I am a prince today, it is because you first taught me how to be a man.
Yoma stood at the doorway and heard him. She entered slowly.
Ezine, please stay.
Mama Izin turned.
I lost him once. I do not want him to feel he must lose you to love me.
Mama Izin cried.
Your Majesty, call me Ifeoma when we are alone. We are both his mothers.
Mama Izin cried. Queen Ifeoma, call me Ifeoma when we are alone. We are both his mothers. Binna, the lost heir who had returned. People filled the palace grounds. Drummers played. Women danced. Chiefs stood in royal attire. Chidi walked out wearing traditional royal clothes, but he held Mama Izin's hand on one side and Queen Ifeoma's hand on the other. The crowd shouted. Adiez smiled from the front row. Pastor Caleb was invited and honored. Nurse Busy was forgiven by the Queen for her fear, but she still gave her full testimony in court. Auntie Ngozi stood far behind the crowd, quiet for once. Madame Uju whispered to another woman.
Life is powerful. Yesterday he was roadside baby. Today he is prince. That is why mouth should rest sometimes.
At the ceremony, King Obinna spoke with a weak but happy voice.
For 20 years we searched for our son. Today he returns not as a spoiled prince,
but as a young man, raised with love.
The crowd clapped. Then Chidi spoke.
I was born in this palace, but I was raised by a woman who had almost nothing and still gave me everything.
Mama Izin cried.
Today I accept my place in this kingdom, but I also ask that the woman who raised me be given a place of honor, not behind me, but beside me.
The people shouted. Queen Ifeoma held Mama Izin's hand. King Obinna announced that Mama Izin would receive a house near the palace, a monthly royal allowance, and the title of royal mother to the prince. Mama Izin could not speak. All she could do was cry and hold Chidi. That evening, after the ceremony, Chidi walked with Mama Izin through the palace garden.
My son, look at where God has brought you.
Look at where you carried me.
I used to fear that one day your real family would come and take you away.
They found me, but nobody took me away.
You are now a prince.
I was your son first.
And you will always be.
She smiled through tears. In the months that followed, Chidi did not forget the village that raised him. He rebuilt Mama Izin's roadside restaurant into a proper food center and named it Izin's Place. He built a scholarship fund for abandoned children and poor students. He sent support to Pastor Caleb's church for widows and orphans. Auntie Ngozi later came to apologize. She knelt in Mama Izin's sitting room.
Ezine, forgive me. I spoke out of jealousy.
Mama Izin looked at her for a long time.
Stand up, Ngozi. I forgive you. But do not come near my son with fake love.
Nosy nodded quickly.
Good. Because palace or no palace, I am still his mother.
Chidi later continued his education with palace support. Adayis also received a scholarship, and their friendship grew stronger. Queen Ifeoma took time to know her son, not by forcing herself into his life, but by walking slowly with him. Sometimes, she would sit with Mama Izin and ask about Chidi's childhood.
Did he cry a lot as a baby?
Only when hungry.
Was he stubborn?
Very.
That one is from his father.
They laughed together. King Obina's health improved with joy. He spent many evenings teaching Chidi about the kingdom, the villages, the history, and the responsibility that would one day come. And Chidi listened, not like a boy hungry for power, but like a son who understood that family could be lost, found, broken, and rebuilt. On the day Prince Arinz was sentenced, Chidi did not attend court. He stayed with Mama Azin at Azin's place, serving food to children from the village.
You are a prince now. You still want to serve rice?
This rice raised me.
You are not normal.
Mama Azin laughed from the kitchen.
Chidi, stop talking and serve the customers.
Yes, Mama.
People turned and watched the prince carrying plates. Some smiled, some cried, some whispered. But Chidi did not care. He had found his name. He had found his blood. He had found the palace. But he had never lost the woman who found him first. Years later, when the palace celebrated his coronation as the next king of Obidike, Chidi walked into the ceremony with two mothers, Queen Ifoma, who gave him life, and Mama Azin, who saved it. The crowd stood as they entered. Auntie Ngozi watched from the back with tears in her eyes. Madame Uju shook her head and whispered,
The child they called roadside baby is now king.
Pastor Caleb smiled. Adeye stood proudly near the royal family. Mama Azin's hands shook as Chidi turned to her before sitting on the royal seat.
Mama, are you ready?
For what?
To sit in front.
Me?
Always.
He led her to the honored seat beside Queen Ifoma. The drums began. The crown was lifted. And Mama Azin, the poor widow who once carried an abandoned baby from the rain, watched that same child become the king his enemies tried to erase.